speakers of God, yani ki Mahapurushji's talks, which are all spiritual. So let's start our today's episode. Maharaj will be talking about Swami Subodhananda, who has passed on. So आज का विषय होगा स्वामी सुबोधानंदा के बारे में. Swami Subodhananda's serious illness and death. Mahapurushji's grief and reminiscences of him. तो इसी से हम आज का ये शुरू करेंगे. Place is again Belur Monastery. Time is Friday, December 2nd, 1932. For some months, Swami Subodhananda, a direct monastic disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, had been staying at the monastery at Belur. He had been suffering from a serious type of tuberculosis. Mahapurushji was looking after his treatment and nursing also. In spite of everything, his illness was becoming worse from day to day. Mahapurushji could not accept the fact that Swami Subodhananda's condition was so serious. If someone would inquire about his illness, he would say, "There is nothing serious about the conditions of Khoka," the name by which he was affectionately called by his brother disciples. He is gradually improving. We have to stay as long as the Master needs us for his work. That is the truth of the matter. Whatever people may say, this is what I feel. It applies in Khoka's case as it does in mine. For our part, we do not have much faith in physicians. Who can kill you if the Lord protects you? So long as the Lord protects Khoka, no harm can come to him. Later, as he learned from the physicians of the seriousness of the illness, Swami Subodhananda's illness, he became very much concerned, saying, "What do they say? No, I cannot believe that it is so serious. Is Khoka's condition so bad? It would be difficult for anyone other than those who were actually there to realize the depth of feeling that the Swami expressed in these few words. How much he loved Swami Subodhananda. It was Friday, the 2nd of December. Swami Subodhananda felt much better that morning. When Swami Shuddhananda went to see him, he said, "Well, Sudhir," Swami Subodhananda's name, he was also known by this name, "are you well?" If everything is all right, Mahapurushji felt more optimistic when he received the report of Swami Shuddhananda's visit. He said repeatedly, "Khoka is doing well today, isn't he?" He talked with Sudhir at length. As the day advanced, Swami Subodhananda's condition became worse. It looked as if the life would depart from the broken cage of the body. Mahapurushji had not been informed of this, but for some unknown reason, he had been quite disturbed. अब यहाँ से हमें पता चलता है किस तरह से वो लोग एक ही सूत्र में बंधे हुए थे. He did not have his usual rest at noon that day. He paced his room. As he stood near the window, he saw a monk walking across the yard of the monastery. He inquired, "Who is that?" An attendant who was near informed the Swami who it was. Mahapurushji remarked, "How is it that Bharat, Swami Abhedananda, is going for his dinner so late?" Later he said, "Bharat had an excellent spirit, like the mistress of the house. He takes his meal after seeing that all have been served." In the monastery, If devotees are served properly, it pleases the master. He used to say, the scriptures, the devotees, and the Lord, these three are identical. He is more manifest in sadhus and devotees. Shortly after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Swami Subodhananda left his body and became united with the Master. A shadow of sorrow spread over the monastery. For a moment, Mahapurushji was shocked to hear this sad news. Controlling his emotions, he made inquiries about the Swami's death. He was in a solemn mood. The next morning, Swami Vivekananda arrived from Allahabad. Upon meeting him, Mahapurushji burst into tears. No one realized that he was grieving so much. For some time, he wept like a child. Now that he has someone who can understand him, क्योंकि अभी विज्ञानानंद जी आए हैं, वो उनको समझ पाते हैं, इसीलिए उनके सामने वो अपने आप को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहे थे, तो वो रो पड़े. Controlling his emotions somewhat, he made inquiries about the health of Swami Vivekananda and began talking about Swami Subodhananda. Mahapurushji said, from his very childhood, Khoka was a person of dispassion and austerity, and by nature, very simple. At one time, I stayed in Bansi Datta's garden house in Varanasi. Khoka came there in a palanquin. Although sick, he was quite unconcerned. He was delighted to see me after such a long time. He laughed so much that he developed temperature. I took him to Brahman mother, a lady acquaintance. When his conditions improved a little, I took him to Dr. Govinda. Gradually, he recovered from his sickness. That time, we lived together for some time in Varanasi. Khoka was just like a child. He was just a little boy when we went to Sri Ramakrishna. The master was very fond of him, and so was Swamiji. After remaining quite a while, Mahapurushji hummed this song. I am certainly surprised at thy sport, O playful mother. Later he remarked, this song was sung by Triloknath Sanyal at the Kasipur cremation ground after the master's passing. It was very difficult to understand the mother's play. Didn't you see how splendidly Khoka left the body and became united with the master? When the master calls us, we shall have to go. The master is taking away his children one after another. He alone knows why he keeps me here. He can sacrifice his animal wherever he pleases, either at the neck or at the tail. Everything depends upon his will. तो यहाँ पे वो कह रहे हैं, भगवान की इच्छा से ही सब कुछ हो रहा है. He had placed me in such a condition that I can hardly enjoy even a hearty laugh. I have no one with whom I can discuss past incidents, and yet I have to stay here. In the afternoon, the devotees who waited upon Swami Subodhananda during his illness were conducted to Mahapurushji. They had not eaten any food since the previous day and had been crying a great deal. Looking at them, Mahapurushji's eyes became filled with tears. Controlling his emotions with difficulty, he tried to console them, saying, well, tell me, where has Khoka Maharaj gone? He is within the master. Have faith in my words. What good will it do to grieve only? It is ignorance that causes grief. Go to the shrine, meditate there and pray, O Lord, give us knowledge, give us devotion. He will surely give you strength. If you meditate upon Him, this lack of faith and ignorance will go. Crying will do no good. It is not that I myself do not feel like crying. I too have cried. I have my knowledge too. It is already there. The Master has kept me in spite of this. Listen to me, my children. Go and eat something. How much grief do you feel? How long have you known Khoka Maharaj, and how much of him do you understand? I have to bear the brunt of the bereavement one after another, and I'm bearing them silently. What can I do? The Master is withdrawing his powers to himself. Who can stem this tide? They, the Master's disciples, are leaving one after another, and I am being put upon the rack. I feel as if a rib were being torn out of my chest. Keeping quiet for a while, Mahapurushji tried to console the disciples of Swami Subodhananda and pressed them again and again to eat something. Being confronted a little, they left. So since they were so comforted by Mahapurushji, they left. And Mahapurushji remarked, it has been a great blow to them. It will take a little time to get over it, but the Mother, the giver of peace, is within everyone. She will, in time, bring peace to all. So Mother brings peace to all. With this note, that may Mother bring peace to us all, we will come to the end of this episode. If you like the videos, do subscribe to our channel and press the like button, share the video with your friends. And thank you so much for being with us. Namaskar.